Welcome into a SFBN broadcast of the Bennington Martens versus the Providence Pirates. We're joining you here at the Boys and Girls Club of Pawtucket, and as you can see, we have a little bit of a pixelated feed, so just bear with us. Right now, we're getting ready for tip-off, and as you can see, the Pirates in orange get the ball to start off the game. A deep three, and it falls just short, coming off the hands of number 22 in orange, Thomas Jarrett Jr. Bennington with the ball now, going straight up near the paint, cannot get it to fall, but on the fast break, again with the ball is Jarrett, and he gets it taken away, but a whistle is blown. Both of these teams are off to a hot start to the season. The Martins starting off 2-0, winning 2 games in a row against the 5-1-5 Ballers, and the Providence Pirates on the other side, winning their last game against the Maine Bulldogs, 122-78. Now getting inside baseline here, coming back for the tray ball and airballing badly, Ryan Beatty. Get a couple more looks at the ball later on. Let's see how the Bennington Martians respond. And this has just been a brick fest so far. No driving to the lane, no really approach by either teams. But as you know, and as we've said, both teams are excellent shooters. 34 right there. Armani Baker with a mid-range jumper that misses. And Bennington back with the ball. Avoids a backcourt violation, and wait, a foul is called. Seems like it's going to stay with the Martins. So quite a fast-paced game so far. Let's see if any of the squads decide to slow it down. And a careless turnover right there by Bennington. The score remains 0-0 with over a minute gone in the first quarter. Bennington off with the 3 ball, and yet another miss. Back to the other side. Inside in orange. Back to the wing. And now getting in the paint for the first time and picking up a foul is Armani Baker again. Recovering after that air ball near the baseline just a possession ago. Armani Baker 4 for 6 in the game versus Maine, dropping 9 points. First one from the line is perfect. Puts up the first points of the game so far for these Providence Pirates. Team that was nationally ranked just a year ago. And that is 2 for 2 for the 6'3" forward. On the other side, bear with us again, a delayed feed. Just trying to figure out what happens, and Bennington gets a ball that rattles off of the rim but cannot secure the offensive rebound. Pirates on the other side, and a turnover for Bennington. A whistle is called on the floor. As number 3 for Bennington, Tobias Holmes, tried to take that shot from the corner. Back inside near the post, a right-handed shot, and it does not fall. I don't even think that hit anything at the backboard. Oh, a nice little Euro step by number 22 right there, Thomas Jarrett. Cannot get to the fall. And now back to the line is Jarrett. Speaking of big games, he started off the season with 27 points, 7 rebounds, and an assist. So it's clear to say he can do it all himself. And he gets 1 to fall. Let's see what the Seekonk, Massachusetts native can do on a second. And there you go. Gives Providence an early 4-0 lead with 2 minutes gone in the first. Man, it seems like this stream just hates Bennington the way it is. Keeps crashing every time the men in purple get the ball. Providence with another offensive possession, driving to the lane, can't get it to fall or the offensive rebound. The Martians, as you can see, or Martins, excuse me, slowing down the pace a little bit here, trying to get some ball movement going. There's a 3-ball. Finally getting some points on the board, narrowing. Oh, it seems like it was counted as 2 right there. So now a 2-point game. Bennington responds to the Pirates' 4-0 run to start off the game. There's another shot by Thomas Jarek, and that one falls as well. Yes, they will count that one for 3. Brings him to a total of 5 points on the night already. 5 of 7 of Providence points. Bennington, ooh, with a deep 3. In and out. Can't get the shot to go. Now Providence, again, driving the ball inside. A right-handed butterfinger layup. I believe that was by Armani Baker. 6'3" forward. And another right-handed layup on the other side for Bennington. They can't get it to fall. It's a frustration not being able to get that ball on the other side. Yeah, Juwan Malone just couldn't finish that one off, and as you could see, the Brooklyn native just frustrated with the way that thing went. It's his first year in the league, 25-year-old who went to Sonny Cobleskill. And now we got a timeout on the floor. The first of the game, Providence is up 7-2 over the Bennington Martens. And we will be right back, coming back to the Boys and Girls Club of Pawtucket right after this. Welcome back, everybody, from that 30-second timeout. Again, Providence up 9-2 over the Bennington Martens. Getting the ball inside quickly. Ooh, Providence with some good ball movement coming over there. That'll be another easy 2 on the board. On the other side, Martin's just trying to build an offensive identity at this point. They're throwing up yet another 3-ball, and that one follows. Their first 3-point field goal of the game, and it brings the lead with it, or cuts the lead, to 6. Now there is big news for the Pirates here. They do have their Pirate mascot in attendance. I think that's what's got them off to quite a nice little lead thus far. Clock running down in a 3-point attempt, and it is good. There we go. I believe they called that for a 2-ball, but nonetheless, a great shot right there. And again, another turnover by Providence. Talk about time of possession here, ball control. Been doing it all. They've been effectively moving it all over the court, and the announcers' drinks just caught up to them because the Martins just came up with another turnover of their own there. Coming from the wing, no good. Just seems like these Martins are having a tough time getting inside. Last week they had a great performance by Tobias Holmes, number 3, who got buried 38 in the second game and 25 in the first. Let's see with the Martians with the ball again. They do some damage here. Seems to be another stoppage of time. Scores 13-5 over here with 6:34 left in the first. And it seems like Providence is just doing a great job of, spreading the ball around the court, especially that top side of your screen, the left wing and corner, while also doing a great job of getting the ball inside and inside to the paint to their big men, and even their smaller forwards like Armani Baker, the 6'3" forward. He has had a nice couple of layups in there. And then you obviously got your star players that we haven't talked about yet. Your numbers 28, Shane DeRosas, who scored 21 last game, picked up 4 rebounds and 5 assists. There's quite some fundamentally sound players on this Providence Pirates team who also have that big-time playmaking ability. On the other side for Bennington, this is a team that was 12-18 last year and surprised a lot of people in the ABA when they came out to a hot 2-0 lead. So now we have DeMonte White coming to the free throw line, a 6'6" power forward and center. The big man can't get the first one. Second free throw up and good. 1 for 2 from the line. Now Providence doing their best to slow the game down. Gets inside, a clean lane right there. But Tom Jarrett just threw that ball away, and luckily it hit a purple jersey before it went out. It stays with the Pirates. Inbound pass on the way. Trying to find somebody. Goes inside. Ooh, behind the back pass by Perez. And it was effective, leading to 2 right there. Man, it just looks too easy for him. It seems like that chemistry after one game is just popping off. And now on the fast break, Providence back and gets that easy 2 points for the layup. Wow, Perez slow to get up on the orange side, and there we go. Bennington doing a good job of picking up a foul there. It's been their kryptonite thus far, and 6 minutes into the game is getting effectively into that paint to later open up those shots from the top of the key that they've been trying to convert on, but just not enough separation. Here's Tobias Holmes on the inbound pass. Tobias to Juwan Malone. Back to Tobias, and buries a 3. That's that separation we were talking about. Even just moving it from the top of the key to the wing, just giving your defenders the illusion of you're going, down the court, running downhill. And now, all of a sudden, Bennington has another turnover. Malone taking the ball. Passing it off to his teammate. There we go, up to the wing yet again. There's a deep 3. No good. Offensive rebound is taken, and oh my goodness, a big block by the big fella. Providence on the fast break, decides to slow things down. Kevin Briggs started the turnover, and it ended with some points. Makes it 19-9 Providence. They're finishing on both ends of the court right now. And, oh, man, just an unlucky bounce right there for Bennington. Tobias Holmes just couldn't get that ball to fall for the 3-point try. Now some communications by the officials to the bench. Seems like it's slowing down the Providence rhythm and tempo that they may not want to slow down after they've figured out some early success against Bennington, exploiting their weaknesses on the man-to-man defense. Lewis a great taking the ball up. Slow day last game. 0 points, 7 assists, and 5 turnovers. Here with the steal, and oh my goodness, just missed the dunk right there. I don't know if I saw contact or what that may have been, but it seemed like a wide open fast break lane right there. nonetheless, the ball stays with the Martins. Inbound pass coming to number 3, Tobias Holmes yet again. He's seen the ball a lot in this game. Tries to spin inside into the lane. Doesn't work. Going back out to a great and cannot convert on that fast break. You could see the frustration by him. Just the giddiness of wanting to drive through that basket. It seems like he was going full speed into that wall. Great with the inbound pass. Again, getting inside. 3 purple jerseys, just swallowing that up. We're getting a jump ball call right there inside Providence's paint. Now, that's the kind of basketball you want to play if you're Bennington right there. It's a swarm. It's a swarm mentality, especially inside if you keep getting bodied by your big fellas like your Charles Adebayos, your 6'6" forwards, like your Armani Bakers. He 6'3", but he's playing like he's 6'6" tonight. Now Bennington, even though they haven't gotten any points right there, they're looking to start a little bit of a rhythm. It seems like they're finding it, but just not converting on the scorebooks. As you see another mid-range jumper missing right there. Providence doing a good job of driving. Right-handed fillet by Sean DeRosa, and that thing follows for 21 points, Providence. And see, it seems like Providence is doing the same thing over and over again, as he caught the foul as well, so going for the three-point play right here. Seems to be a stoppage of time on the court. Another timeout with 3:51 in the first. Bennington gonna have to do some work here if they want to go into the second quarter a little bit more competitive. Again, the Providence Pirate is in the building of the Boys and Girls Club. Just like Providence has been looting that paint, I'm sure their mascot's done a little something similar as well. Bennington, on the other hand, as we said earlier, was 12-18 last season. They're in the ABA East region, just like the Providence Pirates, and this is their third year in the ABA, getting started in 2021. Head coach Harry Roll, it's his first year in the position, trying to bring life to Vermont's only professional basketball team. There's a good look at the crowd right there. Got some active Pirate fans up there playing on their home court. And we are back to game action play. Shane DeRosa, again, to fill you in. You had that right-handed layup contested against a couple purple jerseys. Now he's going up for a three-point opportunity. And he nails it. Now on the other side, Bennington. Gets a nice pick. Rolls on it. Little baseline. Oh, and cannot fall. 44 Heath Mason on the miss, but his teammates got his back and gets the points conversion there, bringing them to 11. Ooh, seems like some contact there. Not called, and we got a Pirate down. It's limping down the court as well. The Martins trying to take advantage of it, but just throw the ball away. Here we go. We got another stoppage of play. Checking on the injured Pirate. Hopefully everything's okay. It seemed like he may have gotten hit below the belt. Hopefully it is just a temporary thing. Martins, stay with the ball. Hermione Suazo trying to get inside. Two Providence defenders just in his mitt, but he was able to draw the contact. That's how you chip away in this game right here. You just get to the free throw line and just keep doing your thing. Malone this year averaging 12 points per game. Gets on the board today in this one. Got a lot of dynamic scores, a lot of double-digit scores up and down this depth chart. It's a different Martins team than you've seen in the past. Providence just absolutely controlling the ball right now, having their way. Mid-range jumper, great look by a great, but could not get it to fall. Martins on the other side. Just seems stagnant. No off-ball movement. And a mid-range jumper does not fall for Dominique Threat. They need to, get something going, get some plays, run some screens. The pick and rolls, they're just too predictable right now. Getting back to the other side. Down by 9 right here. Inside to the big fella, passes it right back out. John Riles is just going to slow things down, reset his group, go in, and cannot get it. Ooh, physical, gets his offensive rebound and just blocked. Ooh, cops another offensive rebound, doing it all himself. And there we go. Let's see what the call on the court is. I believe he'll get free throws at the line. That'll make it 2. Man. So let's break this down for a second, right? 1v2, getting into the paint, goes up, can't convert. You see number 8 right there too, right? Kevin Briggs, yeah, that's a 7-foot body right there. And he showed absolutely no hesitation. Can't get to convert, whatever. Picks up his own offensive rebound, impressive in and of itself, and then, Briggs is there to block it away. Riles doesn't give up again as he sinks one, and then and then he gets blocked. Oh, man, you'd think the play is just chalked at that point, right? Picks up another offensive rebound and forces a tired Briggs at that point to get to the line. That is just veteran play right there for someone who's only been in this ABA league for 2 years. Now, cut the deficit to 6. Pirates get inside and answer nicely. Yeah, John Riles, that is the man you want in that position. That is the man you have to continue to feed. 6'4", hybrid shooting guard, starting forward. He averages 25 points per game, and as you can see, he can spread the court real well. Bennington now with the inbounded pass. Some substitutions being made on the floor. Number 12, John Batista checking in to the game for the Pirates. And another wing 3 that just does not fall. And Batista on cue gets a rebound, chucks it down for a fast break and a block. But no harm, no foul. Providence still being able to score on a layup right there. It looks like a kick ball right there, but not called. Here we go, Bennington. Avoiding a big turnover there. Costly turnover that could have been a huge momentum swing. And here we go, down 10. We are at the free throw line. Jawan Malone has had the ball a lot of times this game. It's been kind of a struggle for him so far, and the rest of the Bennington team to get some team chemistry going, making some organic passes. It seems a lot of forced movement. It seems stiff. This is a team that really pops off midway through the game, though. This past Saturday and this past Sunday, 41 points in their second quarter and their third quarter. So this team, when they're hot, they are hot. Just takes that little bit of an adjustment period. Fake shot, and then another popped it off. Avery DeBrito coming off the bench as well, scoring a 2. Here we go, 45 seconds left, and that's a dagger. First three-pointer made by the Bennington team. And finally, Juwan Malone gets it to fall. Ooh, look at that inside pass. My goodness, DeBrito making some effect off the bench, picking up that assist. A little bit of a modified press going on by the Providence defense. Again, same spot. And Malone again. My goodness. Right on cue, saying when this team could turn it on, they could turn it on. They bring it to 6. And now with 8 seconds left, oh, a missed alley-oop attempt. It doesn't seem like they're really aware of the clock, Bennington. And they missed out on a big opportunity there at the end of the first quarter. With 8 seconds left, that's a chance to get in a valuable possession. But, you know, clock awareness isn't there early in the season. And now at the end of the first quarter, we are at 30-24. Providence has been leading this whole game, but that's the kind of upward momentum shift that you want going into the second quarter, feeling good about your brand of basketball. Now as the officials talk it over, the coaching staffs talk it over, we are going to break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we will have second quarter coverage. Stay with us on SFBN. And welcome back, everybody, right here at the second quarter. Providence with the ball to start off. And as you saw before we left, Bennington with a missed opportunity going into the second quarter at the end of the first. But they pick up the rebound and start their first possession of the second. They were starting to trend in the right direction offensively. And now we got a foul, and it's going the other way. The men in orange getting the ball back right where they started this quarter off. Here to inbound, Igor Almeida. Grew up right down the road in Providence. Went to Castleton University. Right back to big man Ryan Beatty. And there's a dagger. The 3-ball. That just looked like pretty fundamental basketball. And staying aggressive. Getting a turnover. And now we have a situation for the 3D light rule. The 3D light rule is special to the ABA. And what's on, if you get the ball as a defense in the opposing backcourt area of the team with the offense, then you got an opportunity to get an additional point added on to your possession. This ends if you obviously miss the bucket, you know, if the quarter ends, and if someone attempts a free throw. So obviously no 3D rule on in effect anymore. Ooh, and a bad 3-point shot right there. Trying to pick up the pace, have some urgency. The Martins chucking it across the court to Riles. He picks up some contact there too. It seemed like one of their shoulders by 5'9" guard Batista. Caught that right in the middle of the chest. Coming back, Tobias Holmes gets a nice little pick right there and falls and gets the 3 at the top of the key. That's the man who's been popping off so far today. My goodness. It's got him and Malone have a majority of the 3-point field goal attempts and tries by this team thus far. Now with Providence scoring on that possession, Bennington trying to find something not only on offense, but an answer on defense. As you can see, that full court press is being put on this early in the second quarter because of that 3D rule. Oh, wow. Took a hard hit right there. The ball is going the other way. Way to stay there, Igor Almeida. Just take the absolute pain to the chest, and he earned himself a little bench time just to get him right there. Kevin Briggs getting into the paint. Seems like he'll go to him, and of course it does. Misses an easy layup inside. And here we go, another fast break. How many turnovers by Bennington are we going to see today? And it sets him up for an easy 2 points here. Martens trying to pick it up, and ball goes the other way to Providence once again. Hooks to the top of the screen. Inside the paint, back to the right. Ooh, a little hopscotch move right there. Using all three of his steps wisely to get a nice little 2 points in there. My goodness. I believe that was Ryan Beatty yet again. That puts them up 10 points right now. 9:19 left in the second. And there's been a lot of one-sided play over here right now. Bennington just having trouble holding on to the ball. Slowly started to find that offensive progression getting into the second quarter. Then threw away countless opportunities, and Providence is just honestly just scoring off of fast breaks. Contested defense has been a problem for Bennington as well. Let's see if number 20, James Duff in purple, can get something going here. Winchester, Massachusetts native. It's his first year in the league. You know, 29 years of age, he does bring a little bit of that veteran experience. Setting up to get back in play here. The last time these two teams faced off, Bennington beat the Pirates, who were nationally ranked 94-89. That was back in November of 2022. And there's a a 2-ball, foot on the line by Bennington. And they finally found an answer inside with the two-man traps on Briggs. Stuffs him, gets the ball outside, and wow, weak contact calls for the foul. That'll bring Shane DeRosa to the line. With the inbound pass. Yeah, DeRosa, he's been quite productive with the ball in his hands today. There, big man with the 3-ball, Pablo Perez. Originally from Miami, Florida, but actually went to college down the road at Community College of Rhode Island. Must be brick outside, but it's hot with that shot inside. Mid-range jumper does not fall. It's just looking tough for Bennington right now. They know they have the pieces to convert, and a double coverage shot right there, tipped. I don't know what he was thinking with that one, but Tom Jarek throws up a better attempt. Maybe they get an offensive rebound here. Doesn't look to be that way. No, it does actually. Go. Holding on to the ball for a long possession. Multiple. And the ball stays with the Pirates. These Martins, they have a lot of physical big bodies on this team. They line up well against the Providence Pirates. Their history from last year, beating them for the first time, it should add some fuel to the fire. Now we have a timeout on the floor again. Providence leads this one by 11 with 7:54 left. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back on SFBN. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody, to second quarter coverage. 7:52 left in the second, and the Martens with the ball. Trying to have some success in Pawtucket today. Here we go. Ball going inside and stuffed. My goodness. Michael Mendez coming off the bench for the Pirates and making an immediate impact. First minutes in the game, and he got not only one hand on that, but two. He was called on a foul. It seemed pretty mutual to me, but, officials can't catch everything. He gets the first right there. Is the Martens. 2 for 2 from the line. Providence, who's been running all over this Martin team, is getting their defense tired. Look at how explosive they look. Armani Baker with a great look inside. Having to be one-on-one. Just couldn't get it to fall. Nonetheless, ball stays on this side of the court. Perez with the ball. Gets it inside. A little post matchup here. Hey now. 22 with the nice little fadeaway. Jarrett yet again. It's his Dayton. It seems like it's his house, with that one. Fast break going the other way. 34 taking it himself. Dishes it outside and a wide open three ball. That gets a great fired up right there. Finally getting a little momentum going. He picked up a lot of assists with 7 his last game. But now he's trying to score some points as he ended up with a goose egg coming out of that game against Maine. Oh, Bennington answers with one of their own. Little tray ball right there, and now got a little bit of a shooter's battle heating up. John Batista drives a little bit, passes it right back out, and an air ball. Probably missed by 3 feet on that one from this vantage point. Got a great look at that one. Inside baseline. Wow. 2 men there and just threaded the needle with a little Kareem hook shot. Fast pace of basketball as Providence answers immediately. I was looking at the clock on that. It was less than 3 seconds from when Bennington scored that point that Providence got right down the court. It's got a little bit of a college basketball vibe if you think about playing in transition. Oh, nice little block there. A little fundamental defense being showed too. It's just about which team can exploit on the other's mistakes right here. It takes 2 tries, but nonetheless, Baker gets that one to go. That full court press getting put on yet again. Getting executed better, obviously, by Providence, who's slowing down this Bennington offense rather than vice versa. And an inside look at the paint. Can't get it to go, but they get the offensive rebound. Mid-range jumper, air ball, and thank God Tobias Holmes was right there because that could have gone the other way real easy. 23-year-old cleaning up the mess and giving Bennington another 2 points. Purple rolling. That was a made shot, but ball's going the other way. Good shooting practice, but not where they needed it the most, that's for sure. Wish that one stayed on the board. Providence leads 59-31. Back with the ball, trying to get some movement. DeRosa flings it around, and yet another offensive rebound. Man, there must be something in the air today. Not a lot of boxing out by either defense is being showed. It's just an ugly shot. Juan Malone got the nice block on the first one, hand and face, but that could not get the job done as Providence still ends up on the board there. There's another deep three from the same location. Got it in practice, couldn't execute in real time. 4 minutes left in the second. Providence up. Trying to extend their lead here. Easy 2 points by Joshua Winbush, finding his first points of the game. The Louisiana boy making the trek up north. And yet another three ball, and that one was an absolute dagger. Bennington surpassing the 40-point mark. Inside. Again is Winbush. Could not get that to fall, but seems like he's having his way down there. He's moving around the Bennington big man very, very well. And a lot of outside shots right there. As you can see, 44 Heath Mason walking to the top of your screen. He's gassed, just like the rest of this Bennington team. What they face on offense is a lot of press. And on defense, playing a lot of transition defense. Inside's a problem. Outside's a problem. So it's clear to see. It'll make you tired real quick. Let's see, with 3 minutes left, making some substitution is Bennington right on cue. Second shot, red, white, and blue ball could not fall that time. Providence with the ball, and it seems like we're taking another timeout here on the floor. Providence up by 12. It's kept a commanding lead all night long. Quite a few different scores for both teams, and there he is, the Pirates back in the shot. Was on the court pregame too for player intros. Saw the players getting into it. They had a great time. There we go, the kids standing up in the stands. Just first team vibes right there. Getting their players going. Orange is nice in November, you know, even October. It just sets the scene, you know. First color I think of in fall is orange, and this Providence team is not disappointing. Pirate again giving some love out there. That's one tall mascot. Costume either adds a few inches or got one of their former players in there. Back to action here. Providence with the ball yet again. They won the tip-off at the beginning of the game and has stayed in control since then. Rael Handy drove the ball up court. Now Baker inside. Underhanded lay. Gets the points and has a chance for yet another three-point opportunity. Boys are getting physical down there. It's working. Bennington's either getting beat inside are caught with the foul. They really haven't found any sort of explanation. There's been a couple times where they've had a 2-man, 3-man trap down in the paint, and it's worked successfully. But other than those 3 occasions, it has been a troubling nightmare. Maybe it's time for the team to go to maybe a more modified zone defense rather than a man-to-man, because, again, like we were talking about earlier, as Martins get 2 points right there. As we were talking about earlier, they're gassed already. You know what I mean? Having a zone defense could conserve some energy, could get your boys willing to play a little better, you know. Then in transition, too, becomes a little easier. Now we have the Martins at the line for the first time in a little bit. 3-point play opportunity, no good. Anthony Mitchell Sr., the nice bucket right there, but couldn't get that free throw. Oh, on the other side, playing some great defense, but wide open person, and no problem. Bennington, another rebound there. Devin Johnson. Oh, on the fast break. Providence. Walk in the park. It's like every time they get the ball in their hands, they're like that old Coach K Duke team in the Final Four. Just get that ball and get it as quick on your side of the court as possible, and then just figure it out. Just get it past half court and just figure it out. Jarek at the line again and makes his first. Jarek Johnson and Wales graduate. Puts up another shot and makes it. Bennington with the ball again. Number 2 right there with a killer crossover. Anthony Mitchell. Trying to get going. And that's been their favorite part of the field right there. That top of the screen elbow wing. Had a lot of shot attempts. Some of them have fallen, some of them have not. It's interesting to see if Providence is going to close that gap at some point. Bennington now with another opportunity. Again, another pick and roll. The ball is just thrown out of bounds. Deshaun Westbrook. Second year in the league. 6'2", 24 years of age. Him along with DeMonte White and Todd Spotswood are all from New York. Same neighborhood, as a matter of fact. And oh my God, Armani Baker, excuse me, getting up there, and he's taking a lot of contact. Him and Hardwood are just not a good combo, but nonetheless, he's getting to the line for another and one opportunity. Man, talk about a gritty, physical player right there. Officials giving him a second to brush off. Again, the wind knocked out of him. Teammate Tommy Jarek in the backcourt right there. Trying to laugh it off with his boy. And he makes it. 3-point play right there. Now we got just over a minute to play here. And they do switch up the shot selection, but not able to follow. Ooh, little spin cycle right there by Jonathan Batista. Doesn't work. Keeps contained, and there we go. We do have a zone defense on the court for Bennington, and it's working out. There we go. We got 2-on-1 and absolutely packed, doing it on both sides of the court. Baker, my goodness. 3-point try and good. There we go. There's one way to answer Juwan Malone. And on the other side, is it a clean play? Is it not? Nope. Another trip to the free throw line. With all those trips, it's like Baker's racking up those frequent flyer miles. Getting it on this side of the court. Flipping around on the other side of the court. Beat on a 2-1 fast break and still manages to get the block. Honestly, I'm surprised how Bennington responded to that adversity. Still getting that three-point shot opportunity off Malone, who's been the guy all night for that team. Capitalized and came up big. Baker not confident that shot was going to fall. Started sprinting after the ball. Got a lucky bounce, and it did it for him. 33 seconds left in this game. Bennington's going to have to do some damage control here if they don't want to fall out of line. It takes an unlikely three, and my goodness, Malone has it fall. He's just him right now. 13 seconds left. Shot clock, of course, off. Providence able to convert once again. And the shot to end the quarter, and no good. At halftime, our score is 60-53. 68-53, excuse me. That was interesting to say the least. I mean, both teams are off to a hot start to their seasons, shooting out of their shoes, and Providence kept that up tonight. And, you know, Bennington did as well, but they had those turnover issues, especially at the start of the game, and just haven't really figured out the areas that they need to improve on. Well, we will be taking a break right now, coming back with halftime coverage after this. Don't go anywhere. Second half coverage will be on the way momentarily. Stick with us on SFBN. Welcome back, everybody, to second half action. Providence up over the Bennington Martens, 68-53. They have put on quite a steel show today, just like they have last game, accumulating 21. Now, Bennington, as you may recall, lost the tip-off, got ball at the beginning of the second half, and now they have turned it over yet again. It's been a turnover machine thus far, honestly, in the first half. That would be priority number one if I was Coach Harry Roll in the locker room. But nonetheless, Providence with the basketball yet again. Driving to the lane. Now it's going the other way to Bennington. Shot is up. And I'm assuming it's no good. Providence with the ball again, and an easy 2 points right there, but it was fast. Man, some fast-paced basketball here. Behind a reverse right-handed layup, does not fall, gets the offensive rebound, and an easy funnel pass to John Riles of the Martens. They are certainly playing with more intent, coming out hard in the second half. DeRosa with a three-point attempt, and it does not fall. Back again. Showing off his handles, gets trapped. Riles passes off the ball, somehow gets inside to big man Heath Mason. 6'7", 21-year-old, showing who's boss down there. Played some physical defense as well, lowering his shoulder, number 10, Mendez. Man, he just flipped the script on that one. See if the heavyweights keep going back out of here. I would certainly feed Heath yet again. Instead, he takes it himself as John Riles. Worked anything but the way he drew it up. Oh, excellent ball movement at the top of the key here. Garrick Jr. yet again. Passes it off and goes baseline, and no good. Again on the coverage, playing with everything he has, Heath Mason. Cross-court pass. Three is up and no good. With the confidence of his follow-through, I thought that thing was going in. But on the response, Bennington caught it a little flat-footed. I think everyone on that team was fooled by the confidence of that shot. Lewis, a great, finds himself back on the court. Pretty productive first half from a great. Bennington coming back with possession. They're certainly going to have to do a lot of work here in the second half if they want to have a competitive chance. It comes right here in the third. Baseline cam. Shows 34 driving. Right hand. Not able to pick up the foul, but the points, excuse me. But Armani Baker does pick up the foul. To be quite honest, seemed like he was fishing for it a little bit more than he was going to the basket. It's a hard call to make, but it's up at the line. First one rolls in. Second shot coming for Baker. Pawtucket, Rhode Island native. Went to Dean College. A lot of homegrown boys on the squad. Here we go. Tobias Holmes trying to do a little something modified. Great trap right there. Running effective defense. Here we go. Picking up a foul. Hey now. Juwan Malone finds himself back at the line. Got a little bit of productivity in the first half. Missed a lot of three-point attempts, especially from that one side of the right of the wing. But with good intentions. He's playing his heart out tonight. Trying to bring Bennington to 59 on the night. And he does just that. Providence. This may be one of the slowest possessions they've had, and I spoke too soon. 3-point attempt off by a great. No good. Goes inside. And man, oh man, cakewalk for Mendez. Can't get it to go. Capitalizing? No. That's John Riles with the missed attempt right there. Small forward couldn't get it to go. But that pump fake certainly did work. John Batista hitting it with the double clutch. We have another timeout, the first of the third, coming your way right here. Providence with that 78-59 lead. Man, I'm just wondering what they're saying in the huddle right now. I mean, Bennington has shown signs of greatness. They've shown signs of great team working ability, but they've played a lot of isolated basketball tonight. They've made a lot of turnover mistakes. They've also taken some poor shot attempts. Now, Providence has done the same, but they're just playing, a lot better. They're making less mistakes. They're controlling this game, to say the least. They're controlling the pace. They're predicting and anticipating what Bennington is doing. It looks like Bennington is just playing from behind here. Getting inside. Having some ball movement. 3-point, no good. Man, I'll tell you what, though. Sneaky Heath Mason's had a productive third quarter so far. Oh, my God. Reverse layup right there with the right arm. That's a hard shot to make right there. You can barely see the basket when that thing's going in. Just aim for the top right, or top left, of the box, and then nailed in. And there we go. Mendez must have been catching a flight or something, because that was a travel. Bennington going the other way. They finally caught a break. Getting to their style of play and trying to capitalize on a mistake. But again, another timeout being called here on the floor. We're at 7:47 left in the third, and though there's plenty of time to have this game played, but if you're Bennington, you're playing with a sense of urgency right now. I would say the target goal is to be by deficit around 7 going into the fourth to give yourself that competitive chance to really come back in this game. Both teams have been playing very, very deep today, and that's been the case all season long. You have 5 people on this Providence squad that scored over double digits last game. You got members on this Bennington squad scored 32 points, averaging 32 points a game. Got people averaging triple doubles like Herman Suazo. John Riles, who's been, more quiet than he's been in the past, still having a productive game, but he's averaging 25 a game. Ooh, it looked like it was going to be a turnover for a second, but Juwan Malone, right on cue right there, gets the steal and puts it in. With 5 3-pointers fall in that first game. 5 for 17 to be exact, and that's kind of the similar stat line, I think, of where he's going to end up tonight. You can't teach that confidence, that's for sure. Ooh, spin move, getting into the lane, not falling for Jarek. Man, he took a tumble there. We'll get 2 at the line here. Jarek, 1 for 2 from free throws last game. I'd say that's quite typical for a guard. See if you can bump those numbers up. I want you all to keep an eye on 44 in purple too. He's been busting his butt on both sides of the court, especially on defense. It's the most physical body out there right now. Listed as 6'7" on the depth chart, but just don't know about that one. Here we go. Dropping yet another free throw. Bennington on the attack, wide open three, and that is not going to fall right there. Juwan Malone, great look. Couldn't get it to go. Excuse me, that was Tobias Holmes. Mendez on the other side with the inbound pass. John Batista. His partner carrying it up. And as you can see, Bennington's not running that full court press like Providence was doing in the first half. They're just kind of letting it ride out, get to the front court, get their defense settled. A little floater, teardrop. Score, and on the other side, a disgusting yam right there. Juwan Malone getting a little fed up, having his way down there. And man, what a crowd silencer. Any time that Bennington has had the ball, had a successful score, changing momentum, it never sticks around because Providence is doing a great job of just containing those fires. Inside, another attempt for a reverse layup. Anthony Mitchell couldn't get it to go. At that point, I would just say, I think it'd be easier to take it up with your left, your non-dominant. At least you could see and have a little bit better of a vision there. To kind of get out of that routine that you've been setting as well if you're Bennington. A lot of stoppages of play. Malone checking out of the game. Excuse me, not Malone. Two players checking out of the game for Bennington, including Keith Mason. Providence with the ball again. Ooh, tried an ambitious alley-oop. Number 2 over here, Anthony Mitchell Sr. for Bennington. He wasn't playing basketball. He was too busy being a cornerback right there. I got another shot on offense as Providence. Mid-range jumper coming baseline. Doesn't work. Both teams pointing that they have the ball. Bennington out on top. Again, full court press coming your way. There's a lot of alleys if you execute it well and move that ball. That also means that Coach Mark Gaffney trusts his depth. Ooh. Now there's a right-handed floater that works. Getting it from almost the free throw line, Tobias Holmes has kept his head steady. He's able to get that down. Here we go. And Holmes, for some reason, on the other end, was covering 7-foot Kevin Briggs. It looked like quite a mismatch right there. Maybe wants to be exploited. Briggs just throws the ball away. Doing a good job of switching up their zone looks here. Communications on the court is going well. Rarely executed the zone defense the first go-around in the first half. But I mentioned it, and the announcer's touch just bang, it worked. Go Malone with the ball again. Behind the back, passing it to absolutely nobody. And just another self-inflicted mistake that doesn't have to happen. Now that lead still to 15. And bang, make that 18 after that deep three. John Batista. There we go, a kickball foul. Ball staying on that side of the court. And again, substitutions being made. Heath Mason back in the game. Another boy checking in on the inbound pass. Number 3, Tobias Holmes, who leads the team in scoring. Deep three, Tobias Holmes. And he made it. Ball was so clean, you couldn't even see the net move. My goodness. Oh, excuse me. Yes, you couldn't see the net move because it was an air ball. Yeah, everyone can't be perfect. But on the other end, no matter what, Pirates get 2 points up on the board. Ooh. Another pretty shot right there. Go, Bennington. They need a big defensive stop right here. 7-foot center Briggs couldn't get the 3 ball to fall. Baseline cam shows a 3 ball. My goodness. It's like he was lurking there. Came out of nowhere a little bit. That's yet again Jonathan Batista. Goes for the reach and does not work. Ball stays with Bennington. He was getting a little greedy there. With that being said, we got another timeout. This lead is not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, it is stretching longer and further away. With 3:30 left in the quarter, we will be taking a break. 91-70 Providence Pirates. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. 3:30 left in the third quarter. Bennington inching and clawing, trying to stay in this game, but doing everything but that right now. Providence on the other side, flinging that ball around, and another 3-point attempt, and it falls yet again. It's like I'm reading a script out here. Again, full court press by Providence. Same storyline all day. No answer by Bennington. Yeah, give it to your playmaker, Tobias Holmes, right here. Been quiet today, but been your leading scorer all day, and he gets a shot to drop, but I think the ball's going the other way. Field goal, no good, according to official right there in the middle of your screen. Tobias can't believe it. He had his hands up for a second. Now big man Briggs bringing up that ball. He just had that three-pointer you just saw. It's putting a lot of trust in your center. Having over 3 3-point attempts this game. That's funny because he had 3 3-point attempts against Maine too. He converted. Just Gaffney just wants him to let it fly over there. Here we go, back at the free throw line. Man. Breaks the first opportunity. Got 3 orange members moving around on the court right there. Switching up their strategy a little bit. Rebound by Anthony Mitchell. 6'2" shooting guard from the Bronx. Briggs, that was easy. He almost touched the net. He's 7 feet tall. He didn't even have to jump, and he almost touched the net. Go. Bennington pushing, trying to apply the pressure a little bit. Yeah, and that 3 finally falls right there from the corner. And on a transition again. They do a great job of damage control. Can't get that one to fall, but the idea and concept is there. 21, John Royals in purple. Tried to draw contact, which I thought he did a great job of doing. Nonetheless, no whistle on the court. Briggs down there, as you can see on the baseline cam, getting pushed around a little bit by the undersized Riles. And here he goes. Riles picks up the defensive rebound. Just throwing it up. Just drawing that contact again. This time they called it, and it gives him 2 at the line. Riles is a player in the second year. College of St. Joe. 6'4", 205. And a free throw attempt that just cashed in. 1:30 left in the third. Down by almost 20. Here we go. Foul's called. Heath Mason taking that one to the chest. Telling the official, yup, that was me. Seems like we've only seen a couple things. Again, I've been reiterating this all game. The guarantees of this game. Providence at the free throw line. Working effectively in transition offense after Bennington has a successful play. And effectively running that full court press. Now Bennington, on the other hand, not electing to choose that full court press. Changed up to a little bit of a zone, which has been going better, but their offense continues to make those lackadaisical turnovers. They have improved in their shot selection in the second half, but they're getting less opportunities from all that transition defense they've been having to play, getting caught in mismatches. And just look at the personnel down there on the court. Looks like Bennington is severely under height compared to Providence. Playing more of that physical brand of basketball, Providence. Moving and whipping the rock around. Here we go, a great inside. 2 big bodies playing back and forth. Here we go, number 4 with the rebound for Purple. Gets it on the offensive end. Riles. Let's see if he calls a little bit of an ISO here. Decides to just dish it off. Puts him in the spin cycle and gets absolutely packed. Trying to do a little reverse layup right there. And again, capitalizing off of a mistake. This point with no approach going into the fourth, it seems like the identity of Bennington is very, very weak. Trying to draw this thing down. Hopefully they can do a better job of converting than they did going into the half. And they pick up the 2. Riles yet again. Now on the antithesis, he has been making good decisions today. That is one of them. It's a hard body to stop. 6'4" with an incredible wingspan, as we've seen. And another timeout called with just 2.3 left on the clock. Strategically speaking right here, I think we may see Bennington put on that full court here. After, of course, this free throw attempt. Unless they try to get the rebound right here. Just try to flip into 2 points instead of just 1. Gets the 1. With the shot off, and that one falls short. Going into the fourth, 98-80. Like we talked about, that 7-point deficit was not reached. But, you know, the beautiful thing about sports is we've seen a lot more deficits be overcome than this, and Bennington certainly has that opportunity to do so. With a lot of experience on this team with team chemistry, they will certainly have this chance. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter coverage coming your way on SFBN. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Fourth quarter coverage coming your way. Like we said before, 98-80. Fourth quarter. Here we go. Holding on to the ball. Trying to get inside every which way they can. Cannot, so they elect for the 3 ball, and it falls. Coach Harry Roll over there is juiced up for his Bennington squad. Needs some life to get back into this game. Never say never. It's basketball, you know what I mean? Anything can happen. So the clock rolls down to 11:24. Providence with the ball. Probably going to try to take as much time off this clock as possible, but I guess they don't have to. Lewis Great says he trusts himself. Gets the points. And he's at the line. A lot of three-point opportunities coming for Providence and also some for Bennington as well. And wow, just a mental mistake right there by Bennington. That's been the summary of their night right there. To recap, you have a made field goal, gets to the line because contact was evoked, misses the free throw, and the player right there just elected to hit that ball out of bounds instead of grabbing that rebound. And as you could see, his teammates were shocked. Coming back to action, Martians with the ball, reverse layup, and that one falls. Anthony Mitchell trying to get down there as quick as possible. Here we go. I was just about to say transition offense coming your way. Reverse layup, my goodness. Going baseline, Avery DeBrito. Almost snapped his neck trying to look for the basket on that one. Anthony Mitchell with the ball again. The pick and roll. 15, Suazo, and no good. Ooh, offensive rebound. Okay. I see you, Devin Johnson. Back in the Heath. No good. Foul is called right there. There we go. The contact will give a Great the ball back. The floor general out there tonight. Coming back from scoring no points his first game to absolutely controlling this pace. Setting the tone for not only himself but his teammates as well. Those big boys have been eating down there. He's been feeding them a lot of dishes. Inside. Another reverse layup and no good. Like the shot selection there, though, by number 15, Herman Suazo. Back up the court with explosive. Devin Johnson passes it off. Gets the assist. Heath Mason in there again. These two are going gritty and gritty, trying to do everything they can. Get back in this game. Providence on pace today to beat their previous 122 mark. Score around 130, 140 in this game. There's another three ball right on cue. Coming from the left side of your screen on the corner. There we go, Devin Johnson, yet again. Takes it himself. Let me guess. Reverse? Nope. Heath. Misses the shot. Gets his own rebound. And the floor resets right here. Anthony Mitchell taking it himself. Wow, looked like some contact right there. Suazo can't believe they didn't get to the line for two right there. We got bodies falling everywhere. Here we go. Is that a timeout or is that a technical? Let's see. That is a technical. He will get some shots at the line here. Number 0, Juan Malone. There's one. Down by 17. Gonna need all of these. And a timeout called on the court. This timeout will bring us to another break. Let's see if Bennington can figure it out with these couple more technical free throws coming their way. Don't go anywhere. You're watching SFBN. Welcome back, everybody. We are in the middle of some free throws by Juwan Malone. Just sunk that one. That's 2 for 2. Now the ball going back to Providence, cutting that lead. There we go. Great. Been having a great game. Side baseline, almost steps out of bounds there, the orange jersey did. And comes up with the rebound. Todd Spotswood, rookie in the league, and bam, corner three, all alone. Can't get it to fall. That's offensive rebound, then loses it. Tom Jarrett with the ball. Been having quite a few movements down there in the paint. And Bennington's looking for the jump ball there, and they are not called by it. And you saw the reaction on Suazo's face. He can't believe it. Trying not to slam that ball because it could be getting a technical. There we go. Still astonished looks everywhere in purple. Officials seeming to talk this one over. And wow, somehow, some way, Juwan Malone finds himself at the free throw line again with some more technical free throws. Ball don't lie, I guess. I don't know how that technical got called, but missed the first one. Second one does. Ball coming back to Providence. Got another stoppage right here. Oh, 2 technicals being called. Okay. There's just confusion on the court everywhere. As you can see, Providence players don't know what's going on. Bennington players have no idea what's going on. Both both teams believe that the calls were unwarranted. Officials don't have control of the game, and it's getting down in crunch time. Waiting for them to get set. One more free throw for Providence. No good. With the rebound, number 4 in purple, Dominique Threat. That was no good on the score. Boys in orange trying to come down. Ball gets knocked away mid-drive. They will keep the possession. More people will be subbed in and out. Again, another timeout. Seems like Providence, every time the clock stops, they're subbing in somebody else. Like we talked about, there's a lot of different scores on this team. 11 people in their last game saw the net and scored a bucket. Goes to tell you how deep they are when they got 15 people on their rosters in whole. Just quality coaching right there, and another reason why Providence was a ranked team last year. On the other side, Bennington, their third game of the season. As we talked about last year, it's been kind of their foundation years, right? It's their third season after starting in 2021. And now I think this is the year where Coach Harry Roll and company thinks that they can pick it up. Ball stays with Providence. Just clock stoppage after clock stoppage at this point. Here we go. Batted away. Nonetheless, Providence gets it back. And a reach-in foul. Heath Mason doing the most right there. Bennington better be careful. They're entering bonus territory if they keep this behavior up. I don't think if you're in that position, you want to get there just yet. I understand that's part of the game, especially when you're down that far. But right now is not the time. Driving baseline. Official. Away. Now we got a clean look at 22. Going around everybody. Trying to get that shot off. Now, ball going the other way to Bennington. It'll be interesting to see how this changes things up. Feel like they got to have something in their pocket right now in terms of play calling ability. That just works, and I think this is the moment you use it. Speaking of working, that shot hasn't been bad. The corner wing 3 right there, it's been very good to the team, but just doesn't fall that time. Pick and roll right there. Caught in La La Land was the purple defenders. And as Anthony Mitchell heads to the bench, as you just saw, he seemed very frustrated. Grabbing his jersey. This position. Early adversity in the season. There's a lot to learn from. I mean, there's not been one player on this Bennington team there's only been one player, on this Bennington team that's been around for 3 years, and it's Terrell Camp. He's injured right now with a hamstring injury on the IR for the time being. He had 14 last game too, so obviously putting in valuable production. Knows the system very well, though it's a new coach, first year. He knows the identity that this team is striving to be. Now in the third year, It's a time where they feel like they can make some damage happen. And definitely a lot of talent to work from here. Man, oh man. Tobias Holmes just slips right there. Trying to get the ball out. Wish I could hear that conversation on the court right there. I don't know how you justify trying to get possession back for that ball. I mean, it seems obvious that Providence regains possession with that one. And yet again, another time out. Looks like some free throws are going to be shot. Again, new personnel out there for the Pirates. And the dagger. So easy that DeRosa didn't even have to look at it go in. Got sticks up on the board at 111. Oh, if Bennington started off the game this way, we'd be down by 5 or 6 right now. Doing a great job of, fighting back and just hanging in there at this point. But they got out to such a big deficit early in the game, especially in that second quarter. It's just hard to overcome at that point. Another turnover right there. Reverse, just too hard off the glass. Converted right there with 2. Bringing them to 94. Ooh, a little Steph Curry-esque shot. Not setting the feet or nothing. DeRosa's feeling himself after that free throw conversion. And he gets a three-point attempt off, but the ball, I believe, is going the other way. Shot wasn't going to count from the get-go. Excuse me, staying on this side of the court. Working that press well because, again, getting a lot of different bodies in there, a lot of fresh legs against compared to the same offense. It's been out there all game. Playing 40 minutes is not as easy as it looks, especially in the beginning of the season. Obviously, you're still fresh, but the conditioning may not be where it's supposed to be. It's just all in learning pains, and that comes with every season. Maybe you exert too much energy at the beginning of the game, try too hard, and that looks like an up and down. He's going to get called with the travel. Doesn't like that call, Armani Baker, but seemed clear as day. I love when that happens. I love when in basketball, football, baseball, any sport actually for that matter, call is clear as day. I know everyone likes beating up on the refs, the umpires, the officials at times. But how do you justify the ones where they're right? It's not even close. Just some fruit for thought on you on this wonderful, chilly Saturday afternoon. Like that buzzer going off on the Pirates scoring officials table right there. Wonder what that means. I think that means beware because that's an easy 2 right there. As time ticks to about 5 minutes flat. They get points on the board again. They're back to the line. DeRosa. 5 for 5 on free throws last game, and if I'm correct, he hasn't missed one yet today either. Man, look at that shot. It's automatic. Man, physical contact there. Showing his praise for his opponent with that great defense. It's Juwan Malone. Getting to the free throw line a lot more often than his teammates are. Again, the first-year player out of Brooklyn is playing like a veteran. As he just drops that free throw. Inside again. Modified trap. Worked well. Try to exploit it. And man, that ball's going the other way. See, they finally figured it out. Bennington did a great job switching their roles on that one, adjusting to the spacing on the court that Providence was showing, and just, working on the fly well. Just knowing where each other is, that's important. Plenty of opportunities there, and finally capitalize on the last one. 3 times, but it worked. Then 15 now. Smallest deficit of the game entering the fourth quarter. Excuse me, smallest deficit of the fourth quarter. Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise. Michael Mendez popping the top off. Taking 2 defenders with him. My goodness. Looked like he was casually getting there. Cape Verde national players team just absolutely went. And he lost his attempt on the free throw? What's going on? I'm just confused. The way he was reacting, I thought he got teed up for a moment for hanging on the rim. That would have been a little shocking, but nonetheless, he's back here. Fist bump the ref, making amends. Big man with the shot. No good. Mendez, 6'8", forward. 5 for 10 in his last appearance. 11 points. 10 rebounds. And 2 assists. Some more stats tonight. They're playing quite physically. Him and Kevin Briggs, number 8 and number 10, make quite a good complement to each other. Run a well 2 big man set. They also do great on their own. Speaking about that, here comes Briggs right now. Or is it Windbush, excuse me. Four minutes left in the game, and oh my God. Lewis Great just went flying. He's limping off the court. He's holding that left knee on the way down. Didn't look like any contact. A lot of astonishment on the court right now. As you can see, we'll keep checking on him. So his hands and knees over there, the side of the bench. Triple coverage, quadruple coverage, and there's 4 bodies there meeting Baker. Calling the foul off, but it's going the other way, or nope. They're just calling the timeout. 117-101, 3:52 left in this ball game. And we will be right back after these messages. Let's see if Coach Harry Roll can get this Bennington team rolling. Welcome back to the Boys and Girls Club of Pawtucket. Providence doing well tonight, trying to pick up their second win of the season against the Bennington Martens. There we go. Free throws up and free throws good. Extending the lead to 18. Bennington on the other way. Ooh. Driving in the lane has been a problem today for this team on the first try. Seems like there's been plenty of open looks, but just two hard touches off the glass. A lot of points being left out there on the floor for Bennington. Now with his right hand. Garrett can't finish that one. Moving with some urgency as they should. 3 and some change left. And dagger. Field goal made, and you can see that bench is getting up. Trying to do everything they can to make that 13-point lead shrink even more into potentially single digits. Here we go. 28 right there. DeRosa has had a good night at the line. Not being able to get that one done. There we go. Another stoppage of time right here. Looks like Bennington isn't going to play the full court press. Providence with the ball yet again. Seems like they haven't made a stop in an eternity, except for the last few minutes. Up to 121. A really contested three-point shot. That's another key point and storyline of this game. Now, yet another stoppage of time. Bennington trying to do everything to throw off the rhythm of Providence, to just get them uncomfortable. But the fact of the matter is, when you get to the free throw line, you get these players even more rest. Going to have more chances to capitalize. Coming up for the Pirates, November 11th, they will be taking on the New York Hoop Dragons on the road in Long Island, New York. They'll have a nice little break with a week off before making it down to Long Island. Low Old Faithful getting thrown up by Bennington. Bennington now with their chance at the free throw line. Have on the opposite side a quick turnaround. They're on the road tomorrow playing against the Herkimer OGs. Then on the weekend on the 12th, they play the Bulldogs. Big homestand before coming back home on the 18th to take on the Surge at 3 p.m. There we go, John Riles. Speaking of New York, he's a New York native. That may be a nice little homecoming for him. As you can see, a lot of the fans that started there at the game have already made their way to the exits. But he should have stayed. Would have caught a souvenir right there. Be cool if they're handing out those red, white, and blue balls. Ooh, killer crossover there by Holmes. Again, poor shot selection. I know time is of the essence right here for Bennington. And they are able to get that one to go. Number 0 right there on the squad, Juwan Malone, yet again. Certainly surpassing the 12 points per game stat right there. 1:25 left. Another stoppage of play, but hey, they're inching. They're inching and clawing. Came into this quarter around 20 points. Cut it down to 15. Obviously, it kept going back and forth, back and forth. 13, that's progress. It's a lot of things, don't get me wrong, that would have to happen to put them in a position to get back into this game. But they still have a chance. Providence getting the ball yet again. It seems like no change in approach right there. Seems like another stoppage of play right there. And a reach-in foul has been called. Getting back to the line is a seemingly automatic free throw shot for this team right here. Providence, and this player especially. And see what's new. Luck shot. Daggered the second one as well. 1 minute left. Wow. Came back. Providence being able to take advantage of that one. 128. Now for the Pirates. Luton Bennington right now. Martens. Just floating. Wow. Low success rate on that shot, but Mitchell stunk that shit. Yup, he hit it. 58 seconds left in the game. We want to give a special shout out to our camera operator, Jake Berger, producer Jack Byrne, and of course, CEO Ari Bluestein. Without these wonderful people, none of this would be possible. Providing ABA coverage is something that we all enjoy very, very much. It's a high level of basketball right here. Two great teams going back to back. Bennington off to a hot start and an exciting season, not knowing what to expect from them. And Providence, they've been a hallmark in this league for a long time here. As you can see, their mascot's pretty active as well. Fans in orange, as you can see, stand out. Repping their Pirates gear. The players starting to return to the court for their final minute of the game. Providence back on the attack. And now it's just eating time. But honestly, Providence has been all gas, no breaks. They've not tried to eat any of this clock. That's why this game has been dragging on, because Bennington has been trying to foul their way back into this game. At the mercy of the free throw line, of course. Now, just going to let that shot clock expire. Trying to get one more steal in. Doesn't work, and he didn't even pass from out of bounds. Nonetheless, officials letting it fall. That's an extra 2 on the board for the Martens. we are sitting at a final score right now. Providence 128, Bennington Martens 115. Exciting ABA basketball right there, especially in the East region, forming some early standings. As we said before, Bennington will be having a quick turnaround, playing again tomorrow, while the Pirates, on the other hand, have a little bit of a week break before they head on the road to take on the New York Hoop Dragons down in Long Island, New York. Again, special shout out to producer Jack Burns, CEO Ari Bluestein, and camera operator Jake Berger. From the booth, I'm AJ Patel. Have a wonderful Saturday night and come right back for more ABA action. Take care and be safe.